Have you ever paused to ponder who Jesus Christ truly is? In the course of this video, we'll delve into the life of Jesus Christ in chronological order, painting a vivid picture of his journey. Prepare for a journey back in time as we unravel the life of Jesus Christ. Our journey begins in a humble town called Bethlehem. In a manger amid shepherds and wise men, Jesus Christ was born to Mary and Joseph, fulfilling ancient prophecies. His birth, steeped in wonder and heralded by a star, signified hope and salvation to many. From Bethlehem, the family sought refuge in Egypt, escaping King Herod's wrath before finally settling in Nazareth. Here, Jesus spent his early life, growing and learning as other children did, yet his was not an ordinary childhood. Even at a young age, his wisdom astonished scholars, hinting at his divine purpose. His birth in Bethlehem and upbringing in Nazareth were not without significance. They were part of a divine plan carefully woven into the fabric of history. His humble beginnings underscored his message of love, humility, and service, setting the stage for his transformative ministry. In a humble setting began the extraordinary life of a man destined to change the world. Now, imagine a man in his 30s embarking on a mission that would define humanity. This man was Jesus of Nazareth. He began his ministry following a significant event, his baptism by John the Baptist in the River Jordan. This baptism, symbolizing purification and renewal, marked the beginning of his public ministry. With his mission clear, Jesus set about gathering a group of followers, his disciples. They were a diverse group, from fishermen to tax collectors, reflecting Jesus' message of inclusivity. These 12 disciples would follow him, learn from him, and later spread his teachings to the world. Jesus' ministry was not just about preaching, it was marked by remarkable acts that have been described as miracles. He healed the sick, gave sight to the blind, and even brought the dead back to life. These miracles were not just demonstrations of divine power, but also embodiments of his teachings of love, compassion, and faith. But Jesus' ministry was not just about miraculous healings, it was his teachings that held the power to transform hearts and minds. He taught about love, urging us to love our neighbors as ourselves. He spoke of forgiveness, encouraging us to forgive others as we would want to be forgiven. He shared parable stories with moral lessons that forced listeners to reconsider their views and values. Yet it was not all smooth sailing. Jesus' teachings also stirred controversy. His message challenged the status quo, and his growing popularity threatened the religious and political authorities of the time. He was seen as a threat, a disruptor, who could potentially lead a rebellion against the ruling powers. But this did not deter Jesus. He continued his ministry, spreading his message of love and forgiveness, knowing full well the dangers he faced. His courage in the face of adversity, his unwavering commitment to his mission, is a testament to his extraordinary character. His ministry, filled with teachings of love and forgiveness, resonated with many, but also stirred controversy. Yet it is this very controversy that makes his story so compelling and his impact on humanity so profound. As we approach the final days of Jesus' earthly life, we face a tale of sacrifice and triumph. The Last Supper marked an important event where Jesus shared bread and wine with his disciples, symbolizing his body and blood, a ritual still observed in Christian communities today. Post the Last Supper, Jesus was arrested in the Garden of Gethsemane. Accused of blasphemy, his trial was a foregone conclusion. Condemned by the Sanhedrin, he was handed over to the Roman governor Pontius Pilate, who, despite his reservations, authorized Jesus' crucifixion. The crucifixion of Jesus is an event of profound significance. Nailed to a cross on the hill of Golgotha, he suffered an agonizing death. Yet even in his final moments, Jesus displayed an astonishing capacity for forgiveness, praying for those who persecuted him. His crucifixion symbolizes the ultimate sacrifice, the laying down of his life for the sins of humanity. But the story doesn't end there. On the third day following his death, the tomb where Jesus was laid was found empty. He had risen just as he had promised. This event, known as the resurrection, is a cornerstone of Christian belief. It represents the victory of life over death, of love over hatred, of hope over despair. After his resurrection, Jesus appeared to his disciples, providing them with further teachings and instilling in them a newfound strength and purpose. He urged them to spread his message of love and forgiveness, to baptize in his name and to remember his sacrifice. 40 days after his resurrection, Jesus ascended to heaven, witnessed by his disciples. His ascension marks the end of his earthly journey, but signifies the beginning of his reign in heaven, seated at the right hand of God. In his death and resurrection, Jesus Christ left an indelible mark on humanity. His life, his teachings, his sacrifice, and his triumph continue to inspire millions around the world, shaping lives and influencing cultures. The story of Jesus is more than a historical account. It's a testament to the power of faith and the enduring message of love and forgiveness. So who is Jesus Christ to you now? As we draw to a close, let's quickly recap the remarkable journey we've embarked on today. We began with the humble birth of Jesus Christ, a story that reminds us that greatness can emerge from the most modest of beginnings. Born in a manger, Jesus was not surrounded by opulence or grandeur, yet his life would go on to impact billions. Next, we delved into his ministry, a testament to the power of love and forgiveness. Jesus devoted his life to the service of others, teaching lessons of compassion, humility, and kindness. His parables, such as the Good Samaritan and the Prodigal Son, continue to resonate, encouraging us to love our neighbors and forgive those who have wronged us. Then we grappled with the somber reality of his crucifixion. Despite the pain and suffering, Jesus uttered the words, "Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing," once again demonstrating his boundless love and forgiveness even in the face of death. Finally, we explored the resurrection, an event that is central to Christian belief. Now, this event symbolizes hope, renewal, and the triumph of good over evil, assuring us that light can be found even in the darkest of times. Regardless of your belief, the life of Jesus Christ undeniably shaped the course of human history. As we end our journey, we leave you with this question: how does Jesus Christ's life inspire you today? Whether you're a believer or not, the teachings and values espoused by Jesus can surely guide us towards a life of compassion, humility, and forgiveness.